A decade ago that Demi Moore tied the knot with Bruce Willis. And if you check out the marriage certificate, you'll see that Demi made a disclosure that this was her first marriage.
Yeah, was that so bad?
Well, Demi seemed to have forgotten all about this guy, the man she actually has to thank for her name, her ex-husband, musician Freddy Moore. It's no surprise that little is known about Demi's ex. The reclusive guitarist seen here in his high school photo and the superstar have never spoken publicly about their time together. But now we've uncovered some of the mystery, actually speaking with Demi's former mother-in-law, Virginia Moore.
She kept her name, and she kept our name. That sounds good with Demi.
And we met people who witnessed the Demi and Freddy love story firsthand, like Demi's old acquaintance, Lisa Morton.
They seemed to be in love. She acted real proud that she was married to this guy in this rock band, that he was going to be somebody someday.
Frederick George Moore was raised here in Richfield, Minnesota, right outside of Minneapolis. But he left his peaceful home for Los Angeles with dreams of becoming a rock star. In 1978, while struggling in L.A., Freddy met Demi, a 16-year-old actress 12 years his junior. It's believed they lived together and started collaborating on songs. We found some of their old lyrics on a website. One song called Changing ironically goes, "One day you're mine, the next day you don't remember my name."
You're a hard one to figure out.
In 1980, while Demi was making her first low-budget movie called Choices, she and Freddy tied the knot at this Los Angeles church. Virginia Moore says her son and Demi were happy.
She was here a couple of times and enjoyed it. Went water skiing.
What was it like being the mother-in-law of Demi Moore?
Well, she was a very nice daughter-in-law. She was very good to us. We had a lot of fun together. She wasn't a big star then. She was on General Hospital shortly after they were married.
Don't get me wrong, this is the big time.
Lisa Morton, who was dating one of Demi's co-stars, says it was Demi who was counting on Freddy to make it big.
She was just talking about how she hoped Freddy would be big and make all kinds of money, and she knew in her heart that he was. You know, she had that much faith in him, that he was that good.
So what went wrong with the Freddy and Demi love story? Well, no one knows for sure. In a recent article in a British tabloid, Freddy was quoted as saying that Demi was getting caught up in the Hollywood scene, staying out late and hobnobbing, he says, with stars like Sean Penn and Robert De Niro. In September of 1984, just months before the release of Demi's breakthrough movie, St. Elmo's Fire, Demi filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences.
She didn't say anything bad. The only negative was that they didn't see each other very much, I remember her saying, and I thought that was pretty sad.
When her star started to rise, he was lost in the shadows.
Today, Demi gets an estimated $12 million a picture, and until recently was hanging out with a more well-known part-time musician. Meanwhile, Freddy is still in Los Angeles, still trying to make it in music. He recently released a CD with his band, The Cat Club. When we went to Freddy's LA address, this man, who looked strikingly like him, denied he was Freddy Moore.
Are you Freddy Moore?
No.
Perhaps Demi's ex wants anonymity, but as long as Demi goes by Demi Moore, Freddy will see part of his name in lights, and at least for Demi's old in-laws, there are no hard feelings. Virginia even wishes the superstar luck with her second divorce.
If you had a chance to say something to her right now, what would you say to her? I'd say the best of everything to you and call.
In addition to his career as a musician, Freddy Moore is also a computer analyst.
Still to come on Inside Edition, a young girl pinned to her seat by a spike that flew through the car windshield.